Hello everyone, it's Kimberly here. Sorry I looked scary, but I wanted to show you from the beginning to end how to do your makeup to cover up your blemishes. As you can tell, I have a problem with dark circles around my eyes, bags, and at the age of 44, obviously, time has done its duty. So I start off with a very simple, I am a very big Younique girl, but for right now, I'm waiting for some shipments to come in. So I'm starting with the Dream Liquid Mousse. The color is Caramel. It's about 2 shades lighter than my skin, but I find that it works for a good base. And if you have darker skin, you don't want to use a foundation that is anywhere close to your skin color. You always want to go lighter because once you start having layers of it on your skin, what tends to happen is you just start getting darker and darker. You're not going to have the overall look that you want. So I just put a very small, it's like a base coat, I guess you'd say, and I don't really pay attention to my eyes just yet because I'm going to go over that with something that is a little bit closer to my skin tone. For my eyes, um, Younique has a wonderful BB cream that's out, and once again, that's in my order. But just for um, examples today, I'm going to be using LA Girl Pro Conceal for my contouring mostly. I have a darker one for contouring, and then I have this one that matches pretty close to my skin color for my eyes. And the color on this one is Chestnut. Chestnut has more of a red undertone. I notice if I go with the yellow undertone, it just tends to highlight my imperfections instead of hiding them. So I know you're not supposed to use this. You actually want to put it on your finger, but for this, I'll just go ahead and put it on. And this matches my skin pretty close. It might be like a shade or half a shade lighter, but I usually use this and go over my dark circles around my eyes, and that just helps to give me more of an even canvas, as they say, to work with. So let me go ahead and get that blended in. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to go over it with eyeshadow and powder. So I just want to go over it quickly to get the dark circles from around my eyes. And then that's what that looks like. And that's all I use the chestnut for. From there, I will go in, I will do my highlighting first, just so that you can see the difference. For this, I'm using Revlon Color Stay. Like I said before, I will be switching over to the Younique BB creams because they tend to stick better and give you more of a flawless finish. But this is Revlon Color Stay in a number 370 Toast. It's very light. My daughter, who's biracial, this is probably more of a color that would match her skin tone. But for highlighting, you want to go, I tend to go about 4 or 5 shades lighter than my actual skin tone because you just want to make sure that it highlights. And I just make a quick triangle under each eye, which will be blended in. I also go and make a triangle at the top between my eyebrows. Here at the bottom of my chin, I will go in and make a line where I want my nose. My nose is kind of bulbous, so I want it to be thinner and come at you a little bit more. And then I do a little bit, I don't even know what the thing's called, but a little lip above my lip. So I'll go in with that, and then I'll take a it's a flat brush, and it works perfect for getting under your eyes, and you just want to blend that in to where you can't. And forgive me if this looks crazy, but I normally don't get ready in front of my camera. But what that's going to do is highlight that, and it kind of takes away a lot of the bad protrusion under my eyes, and that's what I want it to do. And then you just want to fan the top out, fan your chin out, that little spot, and this will all be blended in a lot better as I go on and do my contouring. So don't worry about if you see abrupt lines or it doesn't look like it's been blending so far. So then I want to go in with my contouring. And with contouring, you want to use like a BB cream. I tend to go about 3 shades darker than my skin. And you can get away with that with your contouring because you're not putting it all over your face. It's just going into certain areas of your face. So for this, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in a dark cocoa. The number is GC988. And that's kind of what it looks like. If you're just trying out makeup for the first time and want to, you know, kind of get a feel for it, these are easy because it only costs like $2.99 for a little container of it. But you just want to push it up. And you want to contour. If you do your cheeks or suck your cheeks in, you'll see where the contour line is. It basically comes from here all the way down to the hollows of your cheek. And that's what that will create. So you just want to put it on there. You also want to contour the top of your head where the sun would come down. Because I want my nose to appear to be slimmer, I'll go through and create an outline around that highlight that I put on my nose, and I will also go just under it. And then I tend to like to have more of a defined jaw, so I'll put a light line on either side. And then from there, I will go with what I call my stippling brush. It's just that's what it looks like from the side. And go through and blend in your contouring. Make sure you get the top of your head, blend that in. When I do my nose, I tend to brush down. I don't want it to get onto the highlight that I've already put on. And it will make your nose appear a lot thinner. I will go back because I know there's a big contrast on that. And then feather out the tiny bit that I put by my chin. You want to basically reshape the shape of your face. And then I will just kind of go over, since I have a little bit more of the darker on, and go over where the light areas are, just to make sure that they don't appear, you know, you just don't have that crazy contrast. I do the same thing on my nose, and eventually that super, super light tip will just blend in. But you want it will give your nose the appearance that it's coming more at you, making it thinner and more broad, I guess, than before. For my eyeshadow, I'm just using a little palette I got from some store years ago. And today I'm just going to do more of a gold shimmer. This is what the palette looks like. It looks probably more like a bronzing palette, but it's not. It's actually for eyeshadow. I tend to do for the main part of my eye, the lower lid, I will go between, I stay away from the dark, but I do this 4th color down and blend those two. So I'll go through, get those, and when I put it on my eye, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this because the sunlight is so bright today, but you'll just want to get that on the lid of your eye. And this will help your concealer and your foundation set in. From there, I use the lightest color, which is the top, and I will go in just under where my eyebrows are. I need to fill those in. And that's just the highlight there. I also will take some and go just on the inner ends of my eye. And that will just wake your eye up. Once you are done with your eyeliner, mascara, and everything else, it'll all blend in and not look so harsh. For my eyebrows, I just go with a mink brown liner. You can choose whichever one you want. My eyebrows are not perfect, as my daughter reminds me all the time, but I will just lengthen the tail, as I call it. And then one thing about your eyebrows is I actually had chickenpox when I was younger, so I had the only one, of course, that I scratched was the one on my face. And so the hair right here, there's kind of like a bald spot from where the scar is, and then the hair kind of flares out kind of crazy. So what you'll want to do is the further apart your eyebrows are, the wider your nose is going to appear. The closer together your eyebrows touch, the thinner your eyebrows are going to appear. What you don't want to do is put them so close together that you're like on the verge of a unibrow. But we will go ahead and just on the bottom bring that eyebrow in, because I want to get it as close to the concealer that I put to make my nose appear small or thinner. This is so hard to do on camera, and I'm sorry. But you'll do the same thing on the opposite side. And you just want to make sure that wherever that concealer was on your nose, the tips of your eyebrow meet up to the same spot. You don't have to put too much pencil on because it goes a long way. What you're going to do is use an angle brush to go ahead and blend those eyebrows in. And you'll want to just, any spots where you see, I guess they would be like bold spots where your eyebrows may not grow. You'll want to come back through and make sure that you spread out the pencil. And like I said, this is very hard to do when you're on camera and looking at yourself backwards as opposed to looking in a mirror. I should have brought my mirror in here. But the point is, if you can notice right there, that's where my chicken pox was. So I usually have to go through and just make that spot a little bit darker so that it blends in. And the great thing about the angle brush is it gives you a lot more control of where you're spreading out the eye pencil. So once you're done, it will look like that. And we'll still go over it with some powder just to kind of blend it in and make it, not look so harsh. The point of makeup that I found, I'm not a really big makeup person, is to make it look as natural as possible. So once you're done with that, I have a loose powder. This one's actually from Bare Minerals. It is called Warmth. I don't even know if it was meant for this purpose, but it works perfect for my skin. And my thing is, I don't care what something was purposed for. If it works for you, go ahead and use it. So I'll just take a little bit of the pressed powder. It comes in, it comes out, has little holes where it comes out. I tap it out into my lid, and then I'll just go under my eyes and secure that highlighter that I put on there. And it's great for blending that eyeshadow that you put on, because once you put it on, you'll notice that it's, it will seep into whatever creases you have in your skin. So you just want to go ahead and set that in. I usually go over wherever I placed highlighter and just make sure that it's not so shiny. It'll just give you a nice matte finish when we're done. And then after that, I do tap a little bit off, and I go over with a thicker brush, which I don't seem to have right now. I'll just use this one. And you just want to make sure you have powder all over your face, and that's just basically to set everything in. Make sure it doesn't fade or become too shiny throughout the day. And I have a problem with oily skin, so I try to use matte as much as possible. And from there, I tend to go with this is just an NYC liquid liner. I prefer the longer brush on the end, and they have like a smaller, stiffer brush, but I don't, for my skill level, I'm just not there yet. So I will just put that above my eyelid, and it's going to be hard because I don't have a mirror. Actually, let me go get my mirror and I'll be right back. This will be a lot easier with that. So here's my mirror. Here is the brush that I was talking about for the powder. You want to go through with a really fluffy big brush, and that's what I use that with my loose powder. And I'll just go over it and just kind of blend everything in, and that will help take care of any harsh lines you have on your face. Going back to the eyeliner, now that I have my trusty mirror, to help me out here. See the best way for you guys to kind of see what I'm doing at the same time. And I will just go over my top lid. Do the same thing on both sides, of course. And I'm not pulling my eye really hard. You obviously don't want to put a lot of tension on your skin, but it's just enough for me to make sure I get the line straight and even. For those of you that do cat eyes, I'm just experimenting with it, but I tend to go from the corner of my eye out, and then I take the top line and just attach it. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, but I just take the corner out, come from the top, and attach it and fill it in. And that'll give you a cute little, I like little cat eyes because I tend to rub my eyes during the day. And if you're not careful, then you'll be walking around with raccoon eyes. And once again, don't pull your skin too terribly tight. It will create wrinkles. From there, I like to do a white waterline. So once again, I'm using NYX. And the only thing I don't like about NYX, it's milk in number 604. I don't like it because you can't twist it. So I almost feel like once you use the tip of the liner, you're left with this, which is just, but there's still color down in there, and I almost want to be able to twist it and keep using it. So to get around that, I take a small brush. This is just an e.l.f. Professional. Like I said, I'm not huge into makeup just yet. I'm building my makeup box, but it's just an e.l.f. little thin that way, thin point, and I just go into the remainder of the eyeliner that's already in there because we don't want to waste. So with that, I will just go in my waterline. Once again, just pulling down gently, and I will just, with the brush, go over my waterline. And I actually find that it works a little bit better. Even when I had this at a better tip, it's easier to go through with a brush. It doesn't agitate your eyes. I'm a contact wearer, so if I can get away with it and not have any issues with contacts in, I pretty much think everybody's okay. So what that does is it kind of make your eyes pop a lot more than if you just used a regular black liner on your waterline. I do go over again with a black, and let me get that out for you. There it is. Just any black eyeliner, it's just an eyeliner pencil, and I go on the outside where your lash line is. The white will be on your waterline. This black will be actually on your lower lash line. And I don't use mascara on my lower lash line because I just don't like the way it looks for me for a finished look. So the eyeliner basically acts as emphasizing my lower lashes. And so that's what it ends up looking like when you're done. And it does just make your eyes pop a little bit more, makes you look fresher, more awake. And then from there, all you have to do is go in with your mascara and emphasize your eyelashes. I'll tilt this up so I can see a little bit better. I should be using my 3D lash mascara right now, and I'm sure my Younique sisters will be like, why is she doing this tutorial and not highlighting that? But here's the great thing about 3D lash mascara from Younique. The transplanting gel has a conditioner in it that will actually make your natural lashes grow longer. So I don't necessarily have to use it every day. I've been using the Younique 3D fiber lashes now for about 4 months, and I have noticed that my natural lashes are thicker and longer. So if I'm in a hurry, I can just go ahead and use any of my favorite mascaras, and I still have a huge difference based on what I had before when I was damaging my lashes with the falsies, because it was just pulling my eyelashes out one at a time. I wasn't really paying attention into it until I realized that my lashes were pretty much non-existent. So this is the wonderful thing about uh, the 3D fiber lashes. It actually does make your natural lashes a lot healthier and make them grow back. So once you put on your mascara, now we're starting to look kind of like a normal person. I'll usually go through and just go through my powder one more time just to make sure everything's blended out. But for the most part, that's what you're going to look like when you're finished. I'm going to go ahead and do my hair so I'm not looking totally crazy, so that you can see the overall finished look, so that you'll see where I went from beginning to end. One other thing, I'm not really big on lipstick. For purposes of this video, I will use, it's just that I tend to go towards plum colors. MAC used to have a lip liner called Current, which was my favorite. And I could just put Current on the outside of my lips, put on some clear lip gloss, you know, rub my lips together, and I'd have the perfect color. But they discontinued it, so I still kind of stay towards the dark burgundy colors. And so, just to give you an idea, I will wear lipstick for the first time for you guys in a very long time. But I'm going to go ahead and do my hair so you can see the. All right, so this is the overall look when we're all done. And from what I can tell for my face and for what issues I have to cover up, my dark circles have been covered. The bags that usually are really prominent on my skin or on my face, I've been able to bring those down. My nose doesn't seem so bulbous on the end. It has more of a point, but it will just give you a more flawless, as they say, look. So this is just a quick tutorial if you have darker skin, how to make the makeup work for you instead of looking, you know, I know a lot of times when I first started having darker skin, I couldn't understand when I followed tutorials for that other people have done, why my overall look was always so dark. So the main thing that you need to remember is when you're using a foundation, you want to go about 3 shades lighter than your actual skin, 2 to 3 shades lighter. When you're doing your concealer, you want to make sure that you go about 3 shades darker than your skin. And then your highlighting areas that I did, you want to go all the way to like 5 times lighter, because once you're done blending it in, it's going to give you an overall fresher look. You're not going to look darker. You're not going to look like you've got just tons and tons of cocoa colored makeup caked on your face. You want to make sure that it looks light and bright and like you're awake. So hopefully this tip helped you. If you are interested in getting some of the products that I've spoken about in this video, go ahead and click on the link below. Like I said, this is just something that I had in a leftover makeup bag I have in my bathroom, waiting for some orders to come in. But Younique has wonderful products that I have sampled, that I completely love. Their BB creams are amazing, and you get, like, these are tiny. The Younique ones are big. You're going to get a lot of concealer that will last you a long time. I will do another tutorial once that shipment comes in. I will also do a tutorial so that you can see the beautiful pigments that they have for eyeshadow. There's so many colors that I cannot wait to share with you. Today I'm just doing like a quick look if you're on your way out to the store, or you know, just don't want to spend a lot of time or have like a lot of color on your face, but just something that's more of a neutral, as I say, natural look, just to go on with your day. But go ahead and click on the link below. And if you have any questions about the products that are on the site, feel free to give me shoot me a message, make a comment below. If there's any other videos for dark skin when it comes to makeup or hygiene, oh, that's cute. Put that in there. That you'd like to see, just go ahead and comment below, and I would be more than happy to do a video to share with you what works for me. If you have lighter skin tones, my daughter, like I said, is biracial, and she is amazing at makeup, so she can also give you tips on things that work for her and blemishes. She's going through an acne phase, so covering up the acne and not doing more harm to your skin while you're covering up is huge. You want to make sure that you keep your skin healthy. So, like I said, comment below, click on the link below, join our channel, and we hope that we are able to assist you further in your makeup journey. Have a good one.